a little song until everyone gets in here. Live stream Mondays, yeah. Mondays are for live streaming. Live stream Mondays. It's pretty bad. Can everybody hear me? Okay, hear guitar. Hello. How's it going, everybody? We are here on another lovely, lovely Monday. What's up, everybody? I don't know how the weather is at your place, but it's actually pretty sunny and nice out here in the Seattle area. In the Northwest, I should say. I'm actually like 40 minutes south of Seattle, but still. Adam, you just pooped. So did I. You bring out the best in me. Okay, so what we're going to do for the live stream today is we're just going to smoke weed the entire time and get super fucking high and then forget what we're doing and then play video games for the live stream. Cool? Just kidding. Or am I? Hello, Mr. Wyatt. And thank you for the congrats on the show that I'm not even sure is going to happen, but this is a Paul Reed Smith S2 single cut 594. It's not mine. I compared 3 594s from the S2 line, and PRS was like, if you want to hang on to one for a little bit, you can. And I was like, yeah, sure. Nick, thank you so much for the super chat. Your comment is, thanks to the quality entertainment of the Drake Dinner album is on constant rotation for me and loving it. Thank you, Nick. I'm glad you are enjoying it. I enjoy it as well. Is a Floyd Rose worth buying? Which one should I get? That is a personal question. That is like asking me, brunette or blonde women? Everyone's going to have different, or redheads. You know, it's different for everybody. But if you are going to get a Floyd Rose, get an American-made version. Don't get the cheap knockoffs because the blade, the metal material isn't as good, and so the blades will wear out, and then your tuning stability is shot. That's my only advice. Get an actual Floyd Rose. Mr. Tanner Cohen's, what's going on, dude? Okay, so it's 4:20. I'm gonna smoke weed until I pass out, which will be about one hit. Because I don't smoke weed. Smoking things is not what adults should do. Thank you for the kind words, Beth. I am stoked that you and your boyfriend watch the channel all the time. And tell him I say what up. Let's see. What else is going on over here? I've just been working a lot. Have some cool stuff coming. I joined Cameo, hilariously enough. Really, honestly, real talk, out of boredom. I joined Cameo, and I've like, you can go and watch some of them. Some of them are private. But like today, I have to go and kick out. Someone asked me to kick out their bass player, so I have to go kick out a bass player today. Cameo is actually pretty fun. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. Am I using a rev amp sim? You know what? I don't know. Let me see. Yes, I'm using the Rev Generator Red. Which Duncans am I going to be shooting out in that Les Paul burst? I'm going to be shooting out the Duncan Pearly Gates, the Whole Lotta Humbucker, and the Saturday Night Specials. These, honestly, were the 3 sets that I really wanted to put in my Les Paul. Because I want something not like super crazy metal high gain, but I want a vintagey hot kind of a thing. And I was just trying to decide between all those 3 sets, and Seymour Duncan was nice enough to send the sets. So I was like, hey, I really want to make a comparison with all these, but I don't really want to buy them. So, and they're so cool. They're like, yeah, sure, man. So we're going to do some comparisons. We're going to do clean and dirty, both bridge and neck. I'd love to see a series from you about how to make it as a professional YouTuber in the field of music. Fuck. I don't know, but I'll let you know when I find out. Perception is reality, though, I suppose. I never feel like I make it. I don't even know what making it is. Do I ever get food stuck in my beard? Yes. How many reader roasts are sitting in my email waiting to be rated and or roasted? You know what? I don't know. Let's go check. I had to pay for the upgraded inbox. I'll tell you that much. There it is. Okay, so the inbox currently has 4,000 unread emails. And about 4,500 emails total. Taking up 17 gigs of space. Kind of nuts, if you ask me. What is your favorite guitar? I don't know if I could pick just one. Because, like, is that based on sentimental value or reliability? Not the same. Mr. Bruce Wilkie is in the house, guys. Me and Bruce are going to FaceTime live and smoke weed and see who passes out first. What is your favorite head plus cab combo you've ever heard? Soldano SLO 100 Mark II with vintage 30 cabinet. Or my Rev F dual rectifier into a Mesa 412. Have I checked out the Seymour Duncan Jupiter? I have not. How will you approach... What are you going to do about 4,000 rigs? I don't know. I'm never going to get to all of them. Here's the thing I was talking about yesterday on a podcast I was on. They were asking me about the rate of roast. You know, it's so tough because a lot of you guys have really fucking sick rigs. How am I supposed to rate, you know, a vintage, a 68 Marshall stack in mint condition with a pre-CBS Fender Strat? How am I supposed to roast that? Like, some things should not be roasted, and a lot of you guys have the sickest fucking rigs. So it does become very challenging, so I do cherry pick, I don't know, not the shittier ones, but I try to have a balance of good and bad, right? So they can't be all, you know, full-blown tour rigs, and they can't all be Kempers either, right? That's what makes the show so good. Neck shift fixes for bolt-on guitars. You could do a dowel. You could add another screw. You could glue. You could do a few things. Which is better, EMGs or blackouts? Fuck, neither. Roast vintage gear for not being relics. It's not even relics. It's not even played, bro. It's in mint condition. Best audio interfaces with DSP non-universal audio. There's only two that I can think of: Antelope Audio and Apogee. Apogee's damn good. Do I have a favorite controller, like a programmable macro device? I do not. I've never even used one of those, man. You're talking about like the Elgato thing where I can just go, bring up Chrome, or is that what you're talking about? Have I ever thought about doing a mixing stream? I have. Logistically, I don't know. I'm afraid of like running all of those plugins with the DAW and audio and making the computer stream. Like, that seems very taxing on a computer. Did I go to audio school? Was it worth it? Nope. I learned by fucking up lots. Lots. Also, I still fuck up. You never really stop that. I should have gone to audio school. I just didn't have the means. School of Hard Knocks, baby. More of dedicated pad controller to do quick keystrokes or even MIDI. Oh, no. No, I don't have anything like that. Sorry, Bruce. Can active pickups be replaced with passive pickups? If you totally got the guitar and replace all the electronics, yeah, absolutely. Hello from Russia. Hello from Tacoma, Washington. Tacoma. Dustin, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Top 5 hair metal guitarists. Bro, Skid Row has some killer riffs. I agree with you. Snake Sabo, Warren DeMartini. John Sykes is probably my favorite. I'm also a huge fan of 80s guitars. God. 80s guitars. There's so many. Nuno Betancourt. It's 4. And then, I don't know. 5th one. I don't know. 80s guitarist. I was very young in the 80s, so CC DeVille was sick. And hell no, I'm not going to say Slash. What's up from England? What's up from Tacoma? Just south of Seattle. Mrs. Sean, do I like ESP guitars? I do. ESP guitars are good. My ex-brother-in-law had a Horizon NT2 back in the day, and that guitar was redonkulous. Why won't my fingers let me play guitar without sounding like total suck? You know what? That's a great question. You know what? My fingers are assholes too. Hello from Brazil. Damn. What do you do to get awesome riffs? I zone out, and then I picture myself on stage in front of people, and they're like, what does that groove feel like? What are they moving to? And I kind of get in that headspace, to be honest with you. Jedi Fallen Order. No, I have not played it yet, but I really want to. I've heard it's sick. It looks sick. What is a good low-budget DAW? Shit, I don't know. Persona Studio One. I'm not going to say Reaper. I hate Reaper. What happened to the Bernie Les Paul? It's in storage. I have real Les Pauls. Also, the one thing I don't like about the Bernie is the frets are the teeniest, tiniest fucking frets you've ever seen on a guitar, and it drives me nuts. Thank you, Mr. Andrew Bana. Heart you. Have I ever tried a VH4? I plugged into a VH4 for sure, yeah. It is a monster amp. It's a great, it's extremely loud. I would never own one unless I had like an attenuator. And that's saying something because I have like fucking Friedmans and Mesas and Oranges, but like the VH4 is crazy loud. When you track bass, do you go right, left with the affected and the DI tone? I don't, real talk, I don't really track bass that often anymore. I use MIDI bass. It's tighter and just, I don't know, I'm lazy. Fretless Wonder Bernie. No, it's literally, it's the teeniest, tiniest little spaghetti noodle frets, and ugh. I'm not really that picky with fretwork either. Or like with fret sizes, I suppose. Like a lot of players are like, I will only play it if it has giant ass frets. I don't really care, but like they're, ugh, yeah. Well, I shoot a quick riff. Sure. There you go. There's a quick riff. Is Burt McCracken a great rock star name or the greatest rock star name? Honestly, one of the greatest rock star names. It's such a rock star name. Imagine him working at the post office and like the U's never worked out and he was at the post office and you're like, hello, Mr. Burt. Mr. McCracken. Burt McCracken corn, and I don't care. I don't know. Is the amped Freeman based on your butter slacks? It is my butter slacks. I just can't publicly say that like in a video because, you know, Friedman. How do I combat fret noise on bass tracking? Jazz bass has pretty tall frets and Fralin overwounds. Fret noise, buzzing, raise the action, and make sure you adjust the neck. But honestly, some noise is totally fine and actually wanted in a lot of cases, especially in a rock context. And if you don't hear it in the mix, like, whatever. I do just track center, yeah, with the MIDI bass. Everything's down the center. These panels on my walls are for sound treatment. They deaden the room. There's no echo in here. Thoughts on Gibson 2020? I don't really have an opinion. I don't know. I haven't tried any 2020 Gibsons. I do know my 2019s are fucking incredible. I have heard the 2020s are not as good as the 2019s. And I don't know if that's true or not. But I've been told by 3 different people that's the case. But I don't know. I'm sure they're awesome. Gibson is putting out really good stuff right now. Favorite Gibson signature models? Billy Gibbons, Les Paul, the Joe Perry, Collector's Choice. Yeah, look that one up. I also really like the Les Paul, which is a signature model. So. Fluff hated Kiesel before all the drama. What drama is there now? Is there Kiesel drama? How do you track vocals in stereo if the mic is only a mono device? 2 vocals pan, effects pan. You can do it 2 different ways, Bruce. You could double track and then pan, or use a good widener that won't fuck with the phase of the center channel, like JST side widener. But if you want true stereo or whatever, I double track. Ken, thank you for the super chat. Coolest fuzz you've ever played? Oh God. Coolest fuzz I've ever played. Not the best, but the coolest. Way Huge Conquistador is just fucking nuts. A Fuzzerocious and once I played a really fucking old Big Muff that I think was broken, but it sounded fucking sick. There you go. I gave you three favorite fuzzes. Thank you so much for the super chat, Ken. The Joyo Zombie. A lot of people reviewed it. Will you ever do it? What is the Joyo Zombie? Oh, Kiesel being sued by Gibson, that whole thing. I'm not defending Kiesel at all. They have done a lot of shitty things. But I don't think Gibson should be going after Kiesel. It's ridiculous. Top 2 best noise gates. Ah, jeez. I have not tried the Zool from Fortin. But honestly, Glenn's Cockblocker is one of the best ones I've ever tried. Also, the TC Sentry. For me, a good gate is about a fast gate and how fast it can cleanly close. Are you wearing your super sweet Tony socks today? I am not, Wyatt. Wyatt, join the club. Each one of us in the band got got socks with different faces of Tony on them. Ooh. Am I still doing the pedal live streaming? What is the pedal live streaming? I don't know what that is, man. Worth replacing the EMG 8185 with the Fishman Fluence? Yes. I hear the Zool is amazing. Decimate G Mini. I have that in my rack, my tour rack. Tanner has a Bias Amp 2 Tone Cloud patch for the Stingray. Plan on trying any Omega amps? I don't know, maybe. I don't know those guys, but I'm sure I could call them up. Why is Kalen such a sick drummer? Okay, who the hell are you? Don't tell him that. Could you make a video on replacing pickups? I just shot a video. Here's a funny story. I shot a video replacing the bridge pickup in my Gibson Les Paul Gold Top with a Sir Doug Aldrich pickup. And the riff I play is Dragged Under's The Real You riff. Just to demonstrate, I'm going to play it. And it got flagged for copyright by some random shit-ass deathcore band. Record label. That's our riff. And like the thing that they said it sounds like it's not even in the same key. It's not even the same riff at all. And it sounds like it was recorded on a boombox. So I can't post the video right now until I get that resolved, which I will get it resolved. Fucking hilarious. Helix or Axle Effects and why? It's whatever you think is best for your situation, sir. Both are fucking sick. Up to 199 consecutive viewers. No one leave. Let's get to 200. 197, you fucks. Come on. Get in the chat. Let's get to 200. 196. Why are you leaving? I opened for Puddle of Mud last year, and they weren't as bad as the Nirvana cover. Yeah, I don't know why they put that out. Or I don't know why Sirius XM's like, oh, let's put this out. This is good. We got to 200 concurrent views, guys. 202! I think this is the most people that have ever hung out on one of my live streams. Bruce asks, I have an Axe FX and a Kemper. Tell me why to get a Helix. I don't think you have a reason to get a Helix. Unless you like really sick UI, user interface, and ease of use. But if you have a Fractal and a Kemper, that something tells me you probably don't like things that are easy to use. I'm just playing. White Striker 99, thank you for the super chat. Your question is, thoughts on Egnator Tweaker KT88? Also know a good place to nab a pickguard for a telly? There's lots of places to get pickguards for tellies, Egnator Tweaker KT88, I have not tried the KT88 version, however, I've heard very, very good things. You can put other tubes in there besides the KT88, can you not? My favorite Fishman pickups change. It was the Marrow. It's now the Open Core Classics Voice 2. Super sick. Let's see. Thoughts on Framus amps? When they worked, they were sick. Kemper just got a serious upgrade for the real-time changes to profiles? Really? About fucking time. Ian, thank you for the super chat. Ernie Ball Music Man Sterling or Fender Deluxe Active Jazz Bass for drop A sharp? For me, it'd be the Music Man. They're built a little bit better for doing the really low stuff. I have a Stingray in A sharp and it's great. Do I still have the Rev G20? Nope, that was only a loaner amp. How do you start building a home studio like yours? You get a house first. What were some of the difficulties you faced while starting to build? Well, my room is a fucking weird ass shape, so that was a challenge. Acoustics engineers were very, very cool about it, though. Do you think TuneTrack Easy Bass will be as good as advertised? Yes, I do. It's going to do some crazy-ass shit that I can't tell you guys about. Thoughts on Marshall's Kerry King JCM 800? Great amp. Has Dre Dunder heard anything about touring in 2021? Well, we just announced a show for August with Beartooth, so I don't know if that's going to happen, but 2021 is when things are going to start coming back, for sure. Is the Rev G3 worth getting? If you're looking for that kind of a thing, yeah, I think so. Are you happy with your Bernie Les Paul? Yeah, I don't play it that much. Just, the frets are too small for my liking. That bugs me. Tune Track Easy Keys is worth it. Yeah, Easy Bass is going to be redonkulous. Sam, thank you for the super chat. You never fail to make me smile. Love your content. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate you. Best pedal for modern high gain metal into a clean amp. Oof. KSR series. Could you play some Fever on your Axis? I mean, swing it around my head and yell at the audience? I don't want to fuck it up, man. But thank you for the super chat, Epix Killer 65. I appreciate you. Liquid fabric softener or dryer sheets? Dryer sheets? What kind of heathen do you think I am? Duncan Dualities. Worth it. They're pretty cool. I don't know, like, if you use them for any more than like a rock setting kind of a thing. Yes, I will be doing an Easy Bass video for show. What's your opinion on Kramer guitars? They got Les Paul guitar and the brand is owned by Gibson. Kramer's all right. Those old Berettas were awesome. Can you define modern high gain metal? And what does that sound being? Parkway Drive is a good example. New Parkway Drive is a good example, I mean. Modern metal, the new Behemoth record. It's pretty all-encompassing. Old being Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, those kinds of bands. Worst studio investment? For me, it was a monitor controller. I didn't need that shit. But I ended up getting the Apollo X4 because I can utilize DSP for the Universal Audio stuff while using it as a monitor controller. But at one point I had all this rack shit to control multiple monitors when I had just one set of monitors. I was like, what am I doing? How difficult is it to make your own IRs? Not that difficult. There's a couple of tutorials online. Hey Fluff, how come you don't play your Gibson Les Paul? I do play my Gibson Les Paul. All the time. Very often. What guitar would you recommend for a heavy metal tone? Matt, thank you for the super chat. I would utilize with anything with humbuckers. If you're specifically going for metal, stay away from single coils. A Paul Reed Smith single cut is a good guitar. Les Paul is a good guitar. It depends on what tuning you're going to be in. That's a very open-ended question, but avoid anything with single coils. Go for humbuckers. What are your thoughts of a Pantera reunion with Zach filling in? I think it's a bad idea, and I hope it never happens. Are you still using an iMac? No plans to go all in on Mac Pro? No, I'm using a Mac Pro. I've had my trash can Mac Pro for about 2 years now. I'm about to get a brand new 16-inch MacBook for travel and video editing and blah, 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 blah. I don't know that I'll ever get an actual Tower Mac Pro. I would love to get one, though. But, $12,000. Oosh. What pack do you recommend for Easy Drummer 2? Metal Machine and I don't know, Metal Machine. Metal Machine is fucking sick. Used that for years. Chris, thanks for stopping by. What's the deal with scooped single coil pickups like the Big Dippers? I don't know, man. PV6505 or Hughes & Kettner Black Spirit 200. 6505. Thinking of going full Mac Pro, and I have a new Mac Pro 16-inch. Maybe I'll sell it to you. No, man, I gotta get the Applecare, dog. Thoughts on the band Everclear? I love Everclear. The 412 Mesa Boogie cab I have from 1996 was owned and toured by Art Alexakis for the So Much for the Afterglow tour. What am I drinking? I am drinking ginger lemonade. Cold pressed ginger lemonade. It is fucking delicious. Pantera reunion with Ola or Wes. Ultramind, thank you for the super chat. I can't get a decent high gain tone. I've used Helix Native and your amp sim. Any tips? I'm using a PRS CE into an Apollo Twin. Presets sound bad. Don't rely on presets. Use those as a starting point. You have a decent guitar. I don't know that the PRS CE is for high gain stuff. I don't know the pickups in that guitar off the top of my head. I would try another guitar that's known to sound good and see if you can find some information there. Is it the pickup in your guitar? Maybe. But use the presets as a base and then tweak them as you would want. Is the Pantera scenario a real potential? No, it's not. It's not. Dude, the amp roots plugin is sick. Thank you. If you guys want to download my signature guitar amp plugin, that would be super sick. I have not tried Riff Hard. I've been invited to try Riff Hard. I don't have time, man. Mixing with monitors or headphones? Monitors, for sure. Opinions on Fishman Modern or Killswitch Engage? The Killswitch Engage is going to be way tighter, almost no low end, which is what makes them so tight. Just depends on what your personal preference is. Either are really great for metal, though. I have not checked out those guitars from Russia, Mr. Bruce. Comes with the 8515 pickup, same as the custom 24 stock pickups. That's what are also in my custom 22. Little bass heavy, but I used my Paul Reed Smith to voice the presets on the plugin, so I would check your monitoring situation. What are you listening through? Thoughts on the loudness wars? I'm glad they're basically dead. Also, thank you for the super chat, Mr. Blender Noob 64. Guys, I'm going to get out of here. We're going on 40 minutes. And I have to do some work. Hello from Japan. Hello from Tacoma. Thank you for joining me. I'm leaving. I'm going to go now. We've been streaming for 40 minutes. It's been a great time. Thank you so much for hanging out. We do this every Monday now. If you want to come back 10 a.m. next week, that would be cool. You can hit me up on Cameo if you want me to. Actually, that's what I have to go do is kick out a band member. Hilariously enough. But if you want to come next week and hang out, that'd be pretty cool too. Maybe we should start giving stuff away. Bruce 44-1 is absolutely good enough. We should do some giveaways. Next week, we're going to give away a few copies of Amp Roots. That's what we're going to do. All right? Come back next week. Hang out. I love you all. Take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. And yeah, I will see you next week.